Good morning. We are live, I think. How's everyone doing this morning? Welcome to the Fitness Marketing Hub live stream. See, a couple of you guys are out there. Somewhat on time today, 10:01. Let me know how I look and sound, if it all sounds okay to you guys. Sounds a little loud on my end, but maybe not. Let me check that we're on. Far as I can tell. All right. Looks live to me. All right, guys, welcome to another week. I think we're on episode 15 now of the Fitness Marketing Hub live stream. This is a weekly live stream for those of you who may be here for the first time that we do every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and we talk everything to do with YouTube fitness channels. We don't tend to veer off of that very much. But if you're a personal trainer trying to grow a fitness brand on YouTube, if you're a personal trainer who's thinking about growing a brand on YouTube, this is a great resource because in addition to chatting with me, and I can give you some of my experience in this area, there's also an entire community of engaged people here that are all going through the same steps, trying to grow their channels, monetize them, and build a strong digital brand. So that's why we are here. We got 4 now. Let me know who's here. Say hello. Love to meet some of you. All right. Good morning, Kim. Don't be watching this and driving at the same time. Appreciate you checking in, though. Kay's Pilates, good morning. Budo Pilates, good morning. Austria is well represented today. All right, well, connects with Caitlin. Good morning. Everybody's popping in now. Awesome. Does the audio sound okay? It sounds really loud in my ears. Joyce Brito, good morning. Or Joyce Brito's partner. It's one or the other. Don't mind me, guys. I need a couple sips of this coffee to get rolling. So, something I was going to talk about today, you guys can fire up questions at any time if you have any, but it's something that I actually brought up at a live presentation I did last weekend, which is also on the channel if you guys get a chance to look at that. It was very last minute impromptu, but some good content came out of it. It was kind of all over the place because questions were coming in pretty rapid fire, but we discussed different kinds of content. And this kind of falls into that area with niche and stuff like that. But something we've never discussed on here is creating content for different purposes. I personally break it down into 3 categories, which is discovery content, community content, and sales content. And I do that for both channels. Discovery content is basically creating videos that have, whether it be the title, whether it be the genre of the video, whatever that may be, to attract the biggest new audience to your channel. For me, for this channel, it would be things like, how to produce a professional quality fitness video with your phone, or how to, 5 reasons your channel is not working, and things like that that attract that new audience. Community content would be something like this. It would be something where these videos do not get as many views as discoverable content, but these videos are meant to speak directly with the current community, which is you guys. And then for sales content, I don't really do sales content as far as this channel goes or the other channel. If anything, I think sales content would be kind of combined with community content for me, because I do, always mention if there's something new on Buy Me a Coffee or things like that, I'll pop that in there a little bit. I don't do a ton of that, but for your channels, this is something that you guys should probably be doing as well. In terms of creating videos that may be outside the realm of what your brand idea is, but basically creating something to draw people in. And that sometimes is where you get into those titles with, workouts to lose belly fat and things like that, which we've discussed, and you can't target train belly fat. Doesn't change the fact that it's a hugely popular search on YouTube. So it's not clickbait, but it's riding the line, but obviously delivering proper, good quality workout, but also proper advice once they get there. So that's something that, good morning, Sharon, and good morning, Rob Carr, PT, TRX trainer. First time here, I'd say. Good to see you guys. So that's something that basically we've never discussed before, but it's something you could consider implementing into your channels if you find that you're just kind of throwing stuff out there and nothing's really attracting that new audience. Discoverable content would be the way to go, and creating some stuff that really is meant to have more of a viral appeal, which may not be as relevant to your community who's already on board with you, but for people that don't know you from a fly on the wall and they're, capitalizing on the trending searches and that sort of thing. So there's that rant over. Aside from that, I just posted a workout this morning on my channel and it's doing horribly bad. So I feel your guys' pain today. It really sucks when you put a lot of time into a workout and then it doesn't take off right off the bat. And some of my workouts do, some of them don't. This particular one took extra long to edit. So I thought by getting it up at 8 o'clock this morning, which I rarely do, I don't post in the morning very much, but I thought it might be a good idea, and man, is it not doing good so far. But anyway, it's a resistance tube video, which was done for a sponsor, but I'm not big on resistance tubes workouts, so maybe that's why. Maybe it shows. All right. So how's everybody's channels doing? Are you guys seeing a slowdown now that we're hitting into March and weather's getting warmer? I guess you can't really see here, but it's probably 15 or 16 degrees in Toronto today. I heard we have snow coming, but I've already worn shorts. I'm already getting into that mode. So we will see. Turn that down a little bit, see if it sounds better. Excuse me. All right, guys, you know the drill. If you guys have questions about your videos, your channels, YouTube in general, fire away. Or I can keep on talking. Something interesting too with, Sharon, 31 new subscribers this month. That's good, Sharon. That's an improvement, right? Take the wins when you get them, guys. And I think it was just a matter of time, Sharon, with the amount of content creation you're doing. You're really flooding the news feeds and stuff. So, I mean, it's gonna pay off eventually. It's got to, right? It's funny when I talk to you guys about these fitness channels and stuff, I'm starting to find more things related to this vlog that I can share with you than even the fitness channel itself, because I feel like I have more of a handle on what this is than what that is sometimes. But as I mentioned there earlier, and which is I posted just a random video from it, but I did a presentation. I was asked to do a presentation at a little seminar mastermind thing last weekend, and essentially, it was a rehashing of a lot of the things that I discuss on here, but I had no time to plan for it, but I jumped on it for the fact that, again, it's something different. and it's something new. And that actually led to another booking to do another presentation in a week or two. So from somebody who saw the video that I happened to take of the one that was there. So it just goes to show, you know, when you try new things with your channel, it can lead to other things. And again, other things is other forms of revenue. So, I mean, I never went into this thinking that I'd be doing public speaking or seminars or things like that, but now this is starting to happen a little bit. And I think with each one, the first one I think was a bit of a show, to say the least, because it was very little structured. It was just me kind of ramming information down and then going down rabbit holes when different questions were asked. But I'll get better as I go, and then hopefully that'll lead to more public speaking engagements. And again, another form of revenue generated from this vlog, which is barely a year old, if that. So don't cross anything out when it comes to trying new stuff with your channels. Joyce Brito, bring it up on the screen. It is difficult to get more subscribers and views. For more than 1 week, we couldn't get any subs. You know what? I'm going to bring your channel up and we will have a look at it while we're here, since it's not a lot of questions as of yet. Normally I don't do this quickly early on, but see if we can find it. It's always hard for me to tell what's going on with somebody's channel without seeing analytics, but we can have a quick look and see here. Joyce, I'm going to do a share screen, if you don't mind. Okay, so here we go. For starters, you've got 233 subscribers and your channel is not even 2 months old, so you're not doing that bad, to be totally honest with you. You're lucky to have as many as you do that early on. So be patient would be the first thing I would say.
Hello, everyone.
I don't need the volume right now. I like your thumbnails. Nice and clean, nice pictures. I think really the only thing I can say, I mean, your banner and your title say nothing about what you do. Your channel name is a name. It's Joyce's name, or I don't know if this is Joyce or if this is Joyce's partner. If it's not Joyce, you can say it's not Joyce and I'll call you by your name. It's actually a nice banner, but it says nothing. The name says nothing. Joyce is not a brand on YouTube as of yet. So it should be something that's more focused and something that is telling as to what the channel is and what it's for. Just grab a random workout here. Video quality is really nice. How's the audio? Yeah, like look what Sharon's saying here. She's been on YouTube since last June. She's at 392 subscribers. She probably produces 3 or 4 videos a week. So same thing with my channel. Okay, the quality of the video is really good. The boxes are checked. Yeah, you know what, guys? The only thing I can say just from the surface looking at this is you need to change your banner or update your banner to include some form of text that's visible. Now, if you put text over the top of those 4 pictures, it's not going to pop off the screen because all 4 pictures are darker contrast. Maybe doing these like 50% opacity so that they kind of blend back into the white, and then nice thick, whether it's black letters or red letters or whatever you want to use whatever your channel description is. Like again, you go to my channel, just using the vlogs as an example, build your fitness brand on YouTube. I don't get into details that, you know, get more subscribers, get more views, get more of this, get more of that. Build your fitness brand on YouTube tells exactly what the channel is. If somebody wants to go farther than that, they can start watching videos. But you need some sort of mission statement in that banner. And that will make a massive difference. I would change the title for now. You can add, you know, you can come up with a channel name, and then you can put, you know, with Joyce Brito CPT or something like that as the trainer. You can still brand yourself in the thumbnails a bit, but you need to change that channel name. When I started this channel, I called it Regan Rogerson. Didn't get a lot of traction. One of the first little hacks that I did, excuse me, is, and I've talked about this, I did a video on this, is I changed the name to Fitness Marketing Hub, which is very distinct. You know what the channel's about when you see that. And then I started going to other channels, and it's a lot of the people that are probably in this live stream today, I reached out to them. Basically, I was looking up relatively new channels and new videos that I thought were really good quality, that maybe were a little lower in subscribers and views and stuff like that. And I just sent them a comment. I didn't say, go check me out. I just said, you know, I really liked your channel. I liked the workout. It was really well produced, things like that. And then, you know, keep it up. And I've done that to different people. It was never meant to be a malicious thing. But what happens is a person who maybe struggling a little bit with their channel, they see the compliment, no call to action, just a little comment from somebody called Fitness Marketing Hub. It might trigger them to check out my channel. And they did. A lot of people did. And I got a lot of subscribers through that. That can work for you guys as well. I had a guy who went to, I think he's actually a member of this page now. He went to my Trainer Hub channel, and he basically, and I think it was just random, he just stumbled across it, but somebody had asked me a question, and I was behind in answering comments because I get a lot over there, and he answered the question for her. And his name was like something, personal training and workouts or something like that. And he answered a question well. He didn't say, hey, check out my channel if you want more videos. Nothing like that. I had no problem with it. And when I commented, I literally just said, yeah, what he said is 100% true. And it's what I would have said. And I didn't take it personally. He's not trying to direct traffic to anybody else. But she was thankful, and he may have got a subscriber to that. You guys can do the same thing. If you've got a channel name that's very descriptive of what your channel is, you can go to other channels. Check out other fitness channels, comb through the comments, and you can leave little opinions. You don't have to say anything. The person whose channel it is, they're profiting from an extra comment on their videos, which is engagement on their videos, which is good for them. You're not telling them, hey, go check out my channel when you're done with this, it's better. But you're introducing yourself because they see what you are in your title that's coming up in the little comments section. And you're basically playing like, you know, it's like, you're gambling. That's, you know, do that 10 or 20 times a day and you might get 1 or 2 spillover new subscribers. So that's how I started to grow this channel. And then eventually what happened is between having a very distinct niche and very clear messaging, around December, the channel started to grow. And now I get anywhere from 5 to 10 new subscribers daily. So that would be what I would say about that. Yeah, and your banner's nice. Don't get me wrong. Your banner's actually very nice. It's just there's no message on it. You know, there's no call to action as to what this channel is, why they need to subscribe. And it has to be, to me, it has to be more than workouts and such. It's got to be something special. You know, it's something that's very niche. Like, why are they going to subscribe to you over, I don't know, pop sugar or something like that? Find a reason, whether it's, you know, whatever that's going to be. Rob, started YouTube channel to coincide with my online TRX programs. I'll be adding more how-to videos, but I'm not sure if my format is quite good enough. I can bring up your channel if you want, Rob. We're low on questions today, so I have time. Yeah, and I mean, and truly, Sharon, I had my YouTube channel since 2008, so I could almost say that it took me 12 years to get monetized. But from the time I actively started treating it, from the second I decided, like from August 2018 is when I left my job to open my agency, and YouTube was a side hustle that I was going to treat like a business and going to start with. I started filming in December, posted my first video on there in December, and then I was more consistent from then on out. But, excuse me, from the point I started taking it seriously, it took me about 7 months to get monetized. And then 18 months later is when it went to significant amounts of money. Not through Google AdSense so much, but through sponsorships and things like that. So, Ely Fitness, good morning. Mel Fierce Fitness, good morning. Rob, I'll bring your channel up here in 1 sec. Enjoy, understand. Yeah, I mean, if any of you guys haven't yet, feel free to, I know Joyce, you are, but feel free to jump on to our Facebook group as well. We have a private Facebook group on Facebook, and it's a good spot for just during the week. A lot of us keep in touch that way. A lot of people can ask questions. Sometimes it's little questions that we don't get to on here. But if you guys want to do that, you can, it's an easy way to reach out to me. There's the link. I'm just putting it in the comments there now. But yeah, feel free to request and I'll add you on there. All right. Rob Carr PT. Let's see if we can find you. There we go. Yeah, so I mean, Rob, you've been doing it for just over a month, 111 subscribers. That's not bad. Are most of those subscribers cross over from other social media platforms, or do you think that you're attracting some? Again, it's really hard to tell without having the access to the analytics. One thing I'll say for sure, Rob, just based on the, I like that you've got everything actually meshing with colors. Your pictures and everything should be bigger. This should be bigger. These pictures should be bigger. There's no real, I mean, we forget sometimes, guys, that even though that we're online with this, that personal training and fitness in general, like it's an emotional connection between the trainer and the person who's watching or participating with the trainer. And it's very hard to make that connection digitally when you're online. So little things like having a picture that's a little more close up, where people can actually see you, see your face, you're almost making like an eye contact sort of thing. Try that, Rob, for a couple of your thumbnails. Nice filled in picture and see if it helps. Because I think it would. Same thing, I would remove Rob Carr PT from your title. TRX trainer might be okay. You can still have Rob Carr up in here, but I think your title and your call to action, I mean, again, this is all way too small. Think of somebody on a smartphone who comes across your channel. They might not even see that font. But aside from that, I think your colors match and stuff, which is good. I would, if I were you, maybe consider doing a logo. I'm very big on having logo icons in here because your picture is typically up on the banner, your picture is typically in every thumbnail. So why not have like a nice polished logo, which gives you a little more of that brand identity? I think would be good. I think TRX is a good genre. There's not as many people, but there's also not as many workouts. One of my most profitable workouts are actually the sandbag workouts that I do, which by far don't get the most views on my channel, kettlebell rules on my channel. But the sandbag workouts do really well because I think there's a bit of a cult community and there's not a lot of sandbag workouts out there. Same thing applies here with TRX. So you could do a lot of different styles of workouts and stuff. And I think the other thing, Rob, would be to start doing some actual choreographed workouts. Right now, it's basically a collection of exercises, and I can tell you right now that there's 30,000 people plus that have done these 30-second tutorials on TRX exercises. So you're kind of jumping into a pool that's been oversaturated for a few years. So coming up with some proprietary choreography and how to put those exercises together would be a great idea, I think. Keep your other platform separate to see how my videos perform first. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. I mean, something you could try doing, Rob, as well, is this big fad right now is, well, whatever it is, the shorts, YouTube shorts. If you put hashtag shorts at the end of every one of your titles, there is an opportunity that it could fall into that whole shorts thing that's happening. And there's people that are in this community that have got upward of 40,000 views on a 30-second video because they've added hashtag shorts to the title. So you could try doing that. It might push some content, some views your way. And maybe it's already in there. I just can't see it. I'm not sure. But yeah, those would be my initial calls on that, Rob. I actually think it's a lot of it is you've got right. I think adding something more proprietary to you as a trainer, which would be full-length workouts, and putting the workouts together. If you're really comfortable and really good with TRX, come up with some stuff like, especially beginner style. There are people that have suspension trainers out there that do not have a clue how to use it. They'll do bicep curls, they'll do kind of incline push-ups, and they'll do squats or jump squats or something. But there's a lot you can do with that. So I mean, good genre, like the color scheme and all that. I think just more engaging photographs, get you closer up, that sort of thing. That would be a good start. But again, I mean, you're 1 month in, you've got lots of time. Really push it hard until the summer because you've got lots of traffic right now. It'll probably die off in the summer, so you can pull back a little bit then. But other than that, I think you're doing all right. Sharon, do you know if you can pay for an ad on YouTube to promote yourself? Yeah. You can, but you have to remember, Sharon, obviously it's an expense, but a lot of these ads, you have 5 seconds to get your point across before people can skip the ad. So you could try it if you think your channel's ready for it. But definitely you can do that. You just go through, I believe it's just through Google AdSense to do that. And you'll just have to make sure that, whatever you do, it's gonna have to be a produced, fast commercial that 5 seconds in, they have to know what's going on. I've never tried YouTube ads because I just don't know. Any fitness ad that comes up, I skip it every time. There's nothing that's ever engaged me enough to click through on it. So I just don't know how good they work for fitness, but that doesn't mean that I'm right. So you could try it. If you've got a few dollars burning a hole in your pocket and you want to try it. And is it worth it? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be worth it or not. It depends on, usually what you can do is I think you can set the amount of money you want to spend, and then you can, kind of focus on certain geographical areas and go from there. I don't know if this is the right time to do it. Like, you might want to finish off your 30-day plan first and then promote it with an ad, maybe in early May or late April, because that's when we know for sure the sun's starting to come out. And usually what happens is you get that second wave of New Year's resolution people who hit the panic button because they realize it's almost summer and they're not in shape. So they might look for something like a 30-day program that they can jump into from home and go. So timing is important. Making sure your channel is prepared for it is important, and making sure your ad is very quick and concise. I mean, if you're doing a 30-second ad, just keep in mind that they may only hear 5 seconds, and then go from there. Yeah, I've never looked into it too seriously. As long as I see growth in my channel, I'm okay. And I actually think that with this channel, I probably could do an ad and it might benefit from it. If you're having growth issues now, and it seems like you're just starting to get a little bit of momentum, but you're still not where you want to be. You're not seeing that kind of improvement trajectory that you want. So if that's the case, there could be issues with your channel that you still need to work on, because if your channel's not getting subscribers now, just because you show it to more people doesn't mean you're going to get subscribers. You know what I mean? So when you start seeing people coming in, like now, again, just with either one of my channels, I see good growth trajectory. So with my fitness channel, I don't think I would put anything out, because I know what I'm going up against, which is, Bowflex, Peloton, Sweat App, all that kind of advertising. And it's like, I just don't know if I could put anything together that's going to compete. So I'd rather just have people organically find me and add me. And then with this channel is very unique in a sense. I don't see a lot of people doing what I do here. So if I was able to target ads to personal trainers and YouTube fitness channels and that, I actually think an ad for this channel could do quite well. I've just never really come around to doing it yet, and I don't know if I will, because I don't know what I could say, because again, 5 seconds, having to get that message out before people tune out or skip it, or that sort of thing. And plus, people are so cynical right now too. Like, it's like every time somebody tries to promote something with fitness, it's like they think it's a gimmick, they think it's, and that's just what the industry has done to itself. Doing a spring into summer workout challenge now. See how that goes. Yeah, I've seen your some of your ads for that. And if you're in the process of doing that, it might just be a good plan to finish it first, then promote it. Come up with a little package and make that your ad. Just my opinion, but yeah, I think Sharon, you're still. I mean, we've talked about this, but if you're starting to see better growth than you were seeing in the past, that's positive. Keep building on that and keep watching those analytics, because you want to get your channel growing to the point where you really know, okay, now people are starting to like it. So if I show it to more people are going to like it. But if less people are liking it now than what you want, that means there's still trouble there that you need to look at. It's not just that people aren't finding you. Again, I haven't seen your analytics in a while, but always look at that click-through rate and YouTube, the percentages and stuff like that. Like if your click-through rates are below 5%, it's, and you know what, that's actually hard to say too, because when your view counts are low, your click-through rates are going to be higher. So, but again, the analytics will tell you. Maybe at some point we'll do another dive into your analytics and take a look at them. Yeah, no, I think that's good that you're still analyzing. That's how you get better. And as I said, one of the great things with your channel is that your video production quality is good. It was the same thing with Joyce's channel. That's the hardest part to get. There's so many people that are fantastic trainers, but they have no production skills or no time to work on that. So their videos are very primitive in production value, which people will be judged for that no matter how good of a trainer you are. On the flip side, there'll be cute 22-year-old girls with really good production value, and they're getting millions of subscribers and driving other people crazy in the process. But the fact is that production value brings them up. Their looks bring them up, and then the workouts are like almost secondary. So I mean, yeah, keep working on it. That's the part about all this that I like the most, guys, is just I'm constantly looking at my analytics. Like even right now, looking at my workout from this morning that I posted, I'm probably doing it too soon. I should give it a little time. Because again, my channel is not known for resistance tube workouts. I did a resistance band workout last summer, and I hated it to the point where I almost didn't post it. And it's got like 25,000 views. So you just don't know what videos are going to do good. And this same thing here. This one could eventually pick up. It's just a matter of a few people finding it and sharing it, and who knows what could happen. But yeah, it's frustrating at times. right. No problem, Sharon. If you guys have not yet, please make sure you give the video a like, because that helps me a lot. That shows people that the videos aren't horrible. And yeah, gotta mention that. Also, if any of you guys are new out there, if you're struggling with your channels, something I will typically promote maybe once or twice during live streams is this little watermark up here in the corner, buymeacoffee.com/trainerhub. That is a channel that I use in conjunction with this channel. I don't look for tips or things like that. It's not necessary, although a lot of you have actually bought me coffees on there, and I appreciate it. But things like interval timers are on there. Things like email templates for seeking sponsorships, even if you have little to no subscribers, are on there. One-on-one consultations, channel makeovers. There's a variety of things on there. You can check it out. You can follow it. You don't have to buy anything. But it is available there to you if it's something you need. I'm trying to add stuff there every week. For the members, I'm going to be starting to add long-form content like video editing stuff that's all exclusive to members for basically, optimizing the video production and quality and things like that. So there's a variety of stuff on there. Check it out if you want. If you don't worry about it, but I throw it out there just so people know. It's set up to be a resource for just very cheap little things. If I know of a company that's seeking people to test their products, I'll post that up there as well. Stuff like that. Which, by the way, speaking of buying me a coffee, I have to tell this story. I had my first negative experience with Buy Me a Coffee this week, where Buy Me a Coffee is connected to PayPal, and that's when somebody purchases something, it basically is processed through PayPal. And somebody reported me this week, and I actually know who it is. They bought a $5 interval timer about a month ago, and I guess they changed their mind on it. And instead of messaging me or asking me questions or anything like that, they decided to report me to PayPal that somebody stole their credit card and bought it without their knowing or something like that. And that's a really rotten thing to do to somebody. I just immediately gave the person a refund. Like I'm not going to mess around with that stuff because I don't care. And I made sure that I blocked them from this channel and my other channel because I'm not going to deal with them anymore. Because this is somebody that's actually reached out to me and stuff and then just did this out of nowhere. But yeah, you're going to get people like that. And when you get reported to PayPal like that, if that happens more than once, you can get shut down. So it's a really rotten thing to do. And so always be careful when you're doing sales with people, because some people are just not nice people. And I honestly, if the timer didn't work out for them, like I'll give them their money back. It's not the end of the world to me. But yeah, to do that over $5 when I was never approached, knew nothing about it until I got an email from PayPal, is not the nicest thing to do. So be nice, people. If you buy a timer and you can't figure it out, message me. Don't report me to PayPal. I appreciate it. And I could have said a lot more. Back in the day, I would have had a few F-bombs in there too, but I'm trying to be a grown-up now. Excuse me. Are any of you guys doing anything at all right now for monetizing your sites, your channels without actually using Google AdSense money? I'd be very curious of that, because you should be. I know, Sharon, you've got some T-shirts that you're selling. I'm not sure what platform you're selling them through, if it's through Teespring or anything like that. But if you guys aren't monetizing now, you should be, for several reasons. Number one, like, get some income rolling for your work. Secondly, it's when you do get monetized and your channel grows, you want all your videos to have, all of your links and things like that to where you're monetized, whether it is, Amazon referrals, whether it's a buy me a coffee thing or whatever that may be. You should be starting that now, even if you've got 10 subscribers. Because as you grow, everything's in place, and those videos will be monetized for multiple things, whether it's, again, Amazon affiliates programs, buy me a coffee, product sponsorships, whatever. So think about that. That's something we've never really touched on here very much, but don't wait until Google AdSense monetizes you, because once you get monetized in Google AdSense, the next step is that it's not a lot of money. And that takes a while to build up as well. So Elite, you're selling merchandise? What do you do that through? Are you just doing it through like your website and stuff? I'd be curious. The hard thing with YouTube is basically if you're not at that monetized point, it's hard to synchronize things with your channel. So like with my channel, I've got Teespring hooked up, so when my video is playing, all my merchandise is right below. Buy me a coffee goes into the description, the links and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys aren't setting that up now, set it up now. Is it 500 for Amazon? I don't think it is, Case Pilates, because maybe it was just the time. I don't feel like I was at 500 when I joined the affiliates program on Amazon, because I have it set up for this channel. I know I'm over 500 now, but when I set it up, I don't believe I was. I think I was only at a couple of hundred. Maybe though. Lady Flow. So I had my favorite fitness apps tracker reached out to me and asked for free videos to post on IG and possibly on their blog, but only giving free 6 months to their elite memberships. Is there more to that, Lady Flow? I see the eye right here. I don't want to answer until I make sure I have everything you were going to say, because I have something to say about that for sure. A lot. Selling locally and Teespring. So your Teespring's not connected to your channel right now, is it, Elite? I guess I can look up your channel. I keep saying E-Elite, but it's Elite or Elite Fitness. Bring it up there. There it is. Or I guess you would have it hooked up. Yeah, you're approaching 3,000 followers now, so. Yeah, you should have your Teespring connected to your videos. I'm just on here now, so. Lady Flow. Okay, well, let me jump on this before I forget. No, that's not a good deal. In my opinion, I'm going to bring up your channel here first. I get these deals every week sent to me, the same kind of stuff. And I'm at the point now, I used to take them all because I thought it was cool. And I wanted to show you guys the kind of stuff that I get. Now I've started turning them down because the deals aren't good. All right, I'm just on your channel here now. So what kind of videos are they asking you to produce? Because I know right now you're doing a lot more of kind of vlog type stuff. Are they asking you for workouts? free videos to post on IG and possibly on their blog. 5 million users, but less than 2,000 followers on Instagram. Then they probably have fake users. Exercise videos, okay. You do your exercise videos mostly in Instagram, okay. Gotcha. I guess the problem is that you can try it. It depends on how many videos they want from you and stuff. Like a 6-month membership is not that much money. Like I don't know what they charge for their app, but I'm gonna say 6 months, let's say it's $100. So if they want you to produce like 1 video a week for 6 months for $100, that's not really good. Now, if their audience was real and they had 1 million people somewhere following them and they're going to tag you in these posts, then there is a residual there that could benefit you. You are on here at 230 some subscribers. So if there's a residual to crossover, I have started that way with some sponsors where I basically had a deal with them to do that, and then it worked into something else. But you have to be cautious of it, because don't underestimate the value of your content. This is one of the things I talked about in the mastermind thing last week, that you guys have power right now, because in 2021 for fitness companies, one of the hardest things to do is to keep up with the content needs of their brands. So they've started doing this thing now where they give a product away for video content and things like that. And you got to think about it. Like I know for a fact that the fitness videos that I shoot in my studio are 3 camera shoots, 4K quality, professional lighting, all of that stuff. For somebody to come in here and pay me to do that, they'd probably pay around $3,000 for that shoot. And so for me to do one of those videos in exchange for a bottle of gummy bears or something like that, it doesn't make any sense, because my content is good, and I'm not. And then on top of that too, there's also the fact of trying to make sure you work with products that you like. Now, if you said it's one of your favorite apps, so I'm assuming you're already involved with the app, so that's a good thing if you like the app. So for that reason, maybe it's worth trying. If I were you, I'd maybe try it for 2 or 3 months to see if you even like it, but you have to make sure you're not being taken advantage of. You need to make sure that there's something in here and that there's an end game to this. Like I would be asking them, what if this goes well? Like what if my videos, people enjoy them and stuff? Is there ever an opportunity to do more with your company? You don't need them to guarantee you anything. You need them to be open to a conversation in a few months that's, hey, I noticed my videos are very popular on your Instagram page. And I've seen some residual people have been following me. I'd love to do more for you guys. Is there other opportunities there? Eventually, you want to progress this into something where you're being paid, not getting locked into giving them free content so they can just kind of brag about how much you like their app when they're not saying anything about you, or even tagging you. Like hopefully they would tag you, I would assume. But right now what they're trying to do is they're trying to put trendy young people showing that they're enjoying their app. But the thing is you need to remember too that do not sign anything that says it's their content, it's your content. You can give it to them to post, but the content belongs to you. For them to take your content and have, they could have 50 to 100 people producing content and then they suddenly own it all. That's not a good deal. So you really have to use discretion with that and be cautious, because you don't want to get burned by these people. You need to start kind of planning now for the future. And I mean, there are people out there that are getting, I know people that will get upwards of $3,000 just to post about a brand on TikTok. Or not even, no, it wasn't TikTok. It was Snapchat. So I mean, and these are people that are protective of their brands. They're people that turn down a lot of stuff, a lot of crappy products. They work with stuff they like, and they basically, they've grown a brand out of that because they created value in their brand. So that'd be my take on it. I'm not sure if I really answered your question or not. You could give it a try. I mean, because you're so new with your channel and you are looking for subscribers and stuff, you could certainly try and yeah, like I'm seeing here in your comments, you need exposure to grow your audience. So you could try it for a few months. Just make sure that you're not locked into doing a certain amount of videos. Make sure that you retain the IP, the intellectual property of those videos. That's your content. You don't want them to say in a few months that you're not allowed to post it somewhere because it belongs to them. Like, so just be cautious of that. If it seems like it's just a fairly laid back thing. I mean, again, whenever I see these companies that have 5 million users and then 2,000 followers on Instagram, it makes me skeptical, because typically if somebody's popular on one platform, they're popular on most. That's a pretty big discrepancy in numbers. So yeah, 5 million who use their apps, but they're not good with social media. Yeah, so hopefully that kind of helps you, but you can always, because I think you're actually in the Facebook group as well, you can always DM me if you had questions about it. I'm pretty experienced with those kind of little deals and stuff, so I can give you 2 cents worth. I've just seen some really bad ones where the companies are trying to take advantage of the athletes, and the fact is that the athletes are in control here, particularly if your content is good. Elite Fitness, do you get paid monthly with a brand deal or a one-time payment? It varies. I have one-time payments. I have bi-weekly payments, and I have monthly payments on stuff. And then so it's a little bit of everything. I always make sure I get a payment up front though before I do anything, just to make sure. Because again, some of these companies are just not trustworthy. So and no problem, Lady Flo. Excuse me. Case applies, you got rejected the first time with around 300. Yeah, so maybe I was at 500 when I signed up for it. I'm not sure. I don't put a lot of stake in the Amazon eSend programs, affiliate programs, because it has not made me a lot of money. So so I pay more attention to building products and doing stuff like that, which is something I'm going to start unveiling more of soon, and I'm looking forward to sharing it on here as well. Creating my own products that I own, that I can get maximum revenue for, instead of getting 5 cents for referring somebody to buy a camera off Amazon or something. Good morning, Celeb Fit. I'm not sure who Joe is, but hi, Joe. I'm not Joe. How are you this morning? All right. But yeah, something that because I keep thinking about Lady Flo, what you were saying there. Like, you guys really have to. I think one of the biggest thing that holds a lot of you guys back when it comes to creating content is you're doing everything as a personal trainer, when you really need to start training your mind to become a content creator. You need to start maximizing the production of your videos, and not getting caught up in that, well, I'm the best trainer, so it doesn't matter. People will see how good my workouts are. They're looking at production quality, and the production quality is also what will get you sponsors quicker. If your videos are really clean, like, you have no, I mean, again, having worked for a supplement company and seen the money that's spent on video production, it's really expensive for these companies to create their own content. And typically they will do one shoot every few months. They will try and can a ton of content to use over the course of the year. The content is very nondescript. It's just basically B-roll. And so having live content that's coming out weekly and bi-weekly that's really good quality, there is a value to that. And there is an extensive value. And some of these companies, I know what they pay upwards $5,000, $6,000 a month to be connected to, or to have their products connected to good content with a following that is enjoying your content. But even if your subscriber numbers are lower, if you look good, if your content looks good, and if the choreography of your workouts is good, there's still value to a potential sponsor in that content, because they can repurpose that to their own, to their own parties and their own followers and things like that. And then you can get that residual as far as their traffic. So really, really focus on your content creation skills more so than your personal trainer skills, because it is going to be the difference. That's why, again, you see lots of people on Instagram, they're doing these little highlight packages where it's like a 30-second video showing 6 exercises and then telling people, oh yeah, go do that 6 times. That's just lazy. Do good full-length content, do good full-length tutorials on different exercises. Don't reinvent the wheel, but create really polished content. Work hard at it, and you'll see the sponsorship money. It will come in. I can guarantee it. It said Joe when you got the confirmation. Okay. All good. You can call me Joe. Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do. Again, I find myself kind of in a fortunate situation, and one of the reasons that I kind of understand this stuff is that I've always been involved in fitness from the level of personal trainer to gym owner. And so I've been around people. I've been on the front lines of my own gyms dealing with customers. I've taught these boot camps and dealt with people who are trying to lose weight, trying to get their health on track and things like that. So I understand it from that aspect. And then I've also been in an executive level with a creative services company, and I've got the background in filming and marketing and all that kind of stuff. So it makes for the perfect little package for this. Doesn't mean that because I'm still guessing at a lot of stuff and trying to figure out where I'm going to land with my channels. Oh, am I freezing up, guys? What's going on here? What's happening? Looks like I'm freezing up. Hopefully you can still hear me. Give me a sec here. Figure out what's going on. All right, I don't know what happened there. Bobby G. Griffiths, great content. Looking forward to reviewing this. Yes, Frozen. Thanks, pal. It's done that a couple times today. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, hopefully you can see me and hear me now. We're all good. Yeah, I kind of totally lost my train of thought there, guys. I apologize. But yeah, that's all I can say is, once you kind of switch gears and think of yourself as a content creator. But yeah, again, okay, now I remember. So yeah, I've kind of got the package in the sense that I've been able to work on both sides of the coin, have the filming knowledge and that. So that's why I've kind of turned it into this channel. But I definitely try and make sure my content production quality is high, because that gives me a much more scalable, sellable product. Because a lot of people making the decisions on sponsorships are not fitness people with these fitness companies. So what do you think they're going to judge you on when they don't know what the exercises are? They're judging on the quality of the camera work, and the instructor, how they look, and things like that. So definitely important to kind of make that switch, in my opinion. At least I looked intelligent. Kaylin Scope. Yeah, we finally made it to a live. That's great. I kind of looked like I was stunned in that picture when I looked at it, but if I look intelligent, it's a good day. So Kaylin and Bobby G, this is your first live stream. Where are you guys from? I'm just curious. I know we've got Austria, we've got UK, we've got Canada. We've got a little bit of everything today. Hey, Caitlin, I'm not sure if you're still on. I just scrolled up and see I forgot this. Should I categorize my workouts by what area they are targeting or by what item I am using in the workout? Wall workouts, water jug workouts, etc. I think first and foremost, I would categorize more by what you're training. You can go into the Google Analytics for YouTube for this, but there's more people looking up. Let's say you're doing a toned arms workout using water jugs. More than likely, somebody's going to look for an arms workout, no equipment, is what they're going to search. And then when you say you can use water jugs, that gives them the idea to use water jugs. Most people aren't going to think of that in their search term, that to use water jugs. You're going to have to give them that idea. So that would be, I think that the body part is much more important, and then introduce the item later. But I think in the title, no equipment, and you could put in brackets water bottle optional if you wanted to, or you could just basically tell them when you get there. Because a lot of people are going to find your workouts and they're probably going to like it to save it to do another day. So when they realize in the first minute, you just say, you can do this with body weight only, or you guys, if you have water jugs, you can fill them up and they will give you some weight resistance. They know that, so when they go back to do it, they'll save their water bottles and fill them up and use them to do it that way. So that would be probably what I would do with that. And just, guys, if for any reason I ever missed your question, just ask it again. Don't, because I may have missed other stuff in there too, like E-Elite. I didn't see the second comment by you. I just kind of blew past when I was talking about Lady Flow stuff there. E-Elite, you're a sponsor with the supplement company too. That's good. So yeah, Caitlin, if you let me know if you're still here and you saw that. If not, I'll send you a comment later and let you know that I did answer. Oh, there you are. Okay, I'm back down. Yeah, so that's what I would do with that. So you're another one that I like your channel, and the fact that you're getting into the no equipment or equipment hacks is awesome, because there is such a massive equipment shortage right now in the world. I mentioned here last week or the week before that one of the companies that I deal with a lot, that I've had different licensing deals with, they have a massive warehouse that's the size of like 3 football fields that's supposed to be filled with equipment, and it's empty. So it's basically being able to show people hacks right now. You don't need a sandbag. You can make a sandbag like this. You don't need a kettlebell. You can use a Javex bottle. Like it's good. And again, there's people that might make fun of those kinds of workouts or something, but the fact of the matter is that there's people that need that. Because they are beginner level, they don't have money, they don't have equipment, they can't find equipment, and your niche is that you're helping them basically get past that. And I think that's a huge thing. But yeah, I'm just looking at your channel now, Caitlin. It's oh, you've only been going since February 1st. Well, I thought it was longer. Excuse me. Your channel is going to be good. You need to change the colors on your banner, though. It's hard to see the writing at the top. Either that, or maybe change the color of Kinetics with Caitlin to black, because it doesn't pop very good on the yellow. But it's a very pretty channel. You're off to a good start. All right. Well, we've got some downtime, guys. Does anybody want me to look at their channel? We've got a few minutes to do it. You can still keep plugging in some questions there, but we may as well look at them and we can do a quick once over. Usman Fitness. What can I do to build a strong community with my subscribers that has a personal connection? Let me bring up your channel, man, and we'll have a look. See what you're doing now. And we'll do a screen share here real quick. All right, let's have a quick look at your channel. So you're relatively new. I mean, I know your channel's been around a little longer, but 3 months. Right off the bat, the white font on the yellow backdrop, very hard to read. You think of somebody scrolling down looking for a workout like yours, in amongst all the other workouts, they may not even be able to read that. That's something you can optimize. Either change that yellow to a darker color or change the white to a darker color so it pops off the yellow a little bit more. Let's see how the workouts go. Jump past this in the workouts. Are you doing these, what are you using for a camera, Usman? Are you using like a laptop on this? Let me know. It looks good. When it comes to, I don't want to get on the sound and all that right now, but now, same thing I had said earlier with one of the channels is Usman Fitness and Fitboy Us Muscle Mayos, that doesn't say what you do. So the way to build a personal connection is by connecting to somebody's problems. First and foremost, this isn't about you, it's about the client. Now, you don't know who the client is yet, but being able to connect with their problem and offer a solution is first and foremost what you need to do. But if somebody sees one of your videos and they decide to click through and they're intrigued enough to click through to your channel, there's nothing that says anything about what it is. So I think really what you have to do is figure out what your niche is going to be. Are you targeting other teenagers that want to train and learn the basics of fitness? Are you targeting athletes who want to train for football or soccer or hockey or all sports? Are you training, think of who the audience is and then get that into your banner. So get that information out there so people know through the title, through, all of this stuff matters in terms of, excuse me, in terms of basically getting your brand out there. They need to know what you're about and why you're different. Because that's the thing. Even if it's like, oh, what I'm about is fitness, but it's like, okay, so are 5 trillion other channels out there. And you want them to subscribe to yours over everyone else. So why? Always think that in the back of your head. It's not about you. It's about what are they thinking. And in order to know what they're thinking, you have to know who that audience is. So figure out the audience, go after them. With my channel, for example, I've said it before. My niche was not initially going to be my niche. It was my niche was going to be just doing kind of raw filming of workouts. And the premise of it was there's no music in my workouts, just the sound cues. You crank up your tunes, whatever you want at home, and train and just do your thing. There's people that train in complete silence, and they love that about my channel, that there's no talking, there's no music. So they're not even turning on music. And I think that's become one of the big drawing factors is people just like training in quiet, which is like, okay, that's cool if that's what, so I kind of cater to that now when that was not initially the idea. So my channel is not really, my niche is not so much the workouts themselves, but it's the silence. So things like that I think are what you have to think of. Samsung, no camera. Okay. Check your settings on that. Make sure that you're focusing it. It didn't look like it was 1080 quality or 4K quality, but you want to make sure that you're got the highest resolution possible and that wherever you're going to be, is in focus, because you don't want the focus bouncing around, and you don't want to focus it when you're right in front of your screen and then go back 5 feet where you're out of focus. So little production tip that will help you just keep it nice and clear. Don't be biting that. Sorry, my dog's biting my tripod. Hope the camera might fall. Laura Kim, good morning. Following along and picking up points. Also, would you check my channel? I'm 3 months in posting boxing vlogs and workouts here and there. Give a general review kindly, Tia. No problem. Let's see if we can find you here. All right. Bring up Laura. Find the screen share. All right. Here we are. So, Laura. Right off the bat, you're in a good genre right now. Boxing workouts, kickboxing workouts, body combat, all that kind of stuff has been rising trends the last few months, meaning that they're not the most popular searches on YouTube, but they're actually the ones that are rising the fastest, which means that there's less competition in those categories. So good genre to be in. So are your workouts, okay, no, there it is, okay. So this would be a more of a workout, I guess. So what I'll say, I want to see one of those. Right now, your channel's lacking a little bit of an identity. So there's a lot of different stuff. Like when I look through here, there's Muay Thai knees and elbows, how to. Muay Thai training. I'm not sure if this is just a video of you training. Yeah, so it's a video of these two guys training. If you're targeting fitness, if that's where you want to go with this, it's hard when you start doing like vlog stuff and then local martial arts gym in Kenya, and you're kind of bouncing around between vlogs and workout videos and tutorials and a Muay Thai match in there. What happens when you do that is the algorithm is not sure what your channel is. This is the robotic analysis. They don't quite know what your channel is. And when that happens, they don't know exactly who to suggest your videos to. So what happens when that happens is they guess who your target audience is. And in often cases, they're not correct with that. So that's when you get a low click-through rate. So people will be scrolling through looking for perhaps a Muay Thai workout or a boxing style workout, but they're coming up with, the boxing matches and things like that, and they're passing that. So that brings down your click-through rate. Or they're clicking on a video and they only watch it for a few seconds because it's not what they were looking for. That brings down your average watch time and your view time in that video. So what that information tells the algorithm is that your channel isn't that good because people are skipping your thumbnails, they're not watching for very long, so they stop suggesting to as many people. And this is something that a lot of people go through. So you have to really get clear with what your channel is. And this is more of a variety show. You need to get really concise with one or two things. And I've used my channel at different times as an example because I've experienced it firsthand. So if I go to the actual vlog channel, not my fitness channel so much, but if I go here, where are you guys? Boys, get away from that stuff. So from the title of my channel, Fitness Marketing Hub, and I didn't get this right at first, so this is not me bragging. This is just what it morphed into. Fitness Marketing Hub, you have a pretty good idea. It has something to do with marketing fitness. Build your fitness brand on YouTube. That's pretty clear for somebody that comes to my channel. And then you look at the videos. All of the videos are how to shoot workout videos on a budget. 5 big reasons why your fitness channel won't grow. 5 hacks to hit 10,000 subscribers. Finding the best music for your channel. It's very, most searched workouts. Everything has to do with workouts and marketing workouts and stuff. So it took some time, but by about December of last year, suddenly my channel traffic started to increase a lot. And this is a channel, again, that's less than a year old that will be monetized by the end of this year. And what happens is it's so niche down what my audience is. It's people who own fitness channels that are trying to make them grow. That's who my audience is. And the algorithm knows exactly who my audience is, which means if you even look in the comments of my videos, it's a lot of positivity. I may have in the last year received 2 comments that were negative, but it's mainly people that are very, very happy they found the channel. It's helped them so much, those sort of things. That's not because the channel is so fantastic. More so, the channel is what they were looking for. So when you're all over the place with your videos, you're never going to find that exact audience that you want. So you have to really think, who's the audience that I want, and then cater the channel to that. And if need be, make multiple channels. The reason I made the vlog channel separate is because I didn't want to include this with my actual workout channel. I could have had a ready-made audience of over 10,000 people for these vlogs, but instead I started from 0 and built this one up. And now it's finally starting to work a little bit. It took a little extra time, but keeping them separate works because people know exactly what my fitness channel is. They know exactly what the vlog channel is, and they don't mix. So that would be my recommendation there. Go back to yours for a second. You know, again, like Laura Kim doesn't say anything about what you do. Your banner doesn't say anything about what you do. So this is like a personal vlog right now, and the only way somebody's going to subscribe is if they know and want to follow Laura Kim, which really keeps you very local in terms of growth. So I think getting, you know, if it's Muay Thai or if it's boxing, get boxing in the title. Get a nice tagline up here in your banner talking about actual something to do with boxing, like boxing workouts, weekly boxing workouts, blah, 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 live from Kenya, whatever that may be, whatever you come up with, but something that if somebody does click through to your channel, they know exactly why they're going to stay or why they're not going to stay. So that would be it. All right, where are we at here? Hey, Living Love Fit, that's awesome, man. Glad you checked in and glad you get a chance to watch it. Yeah, so I'm catching up in the comments now. Currently into boxing, taking it seriously, can that be my core niche? That's your core niche, but that's not your audience's core niche. What you're saying basically is this channel is for anybody that wants to watch Laura learn about boxing or grow his body. You know what I mean? You're asking people to follow you, and you're making the channel about you and your relationship with boxing, and that's not going to sell. So that's the thing. With this channel, I tend to go, do what you're passionate about. If you want to just basically showcase your journey growing as a boxer, then by all means do that and enjoy it. If the goal is a business and monetization of that business, that's not going to work. And I'll just be cut and dry about it. It's the same thing that nobody's interested in me personally, which is why when I had my channel called Regan Rogerson, it didn't really do much for me. When it was Fitness and Marketing Hub, suddenly it was doing something for a lot of people. So it can't be about you. It's got to be about the boxing. And then it's like, if it is about boxing, then what is it? Is it, behind the scenes of the boxing scene in Kenya and training in gyms and stuff? Like, it could be a vlog that talks about that. It's just hard, it's asking a lot for it to grow. It's going to have to be, a bit more of a niche audience and that sort of thing. If it's going to be about the workouts, then make it about the workouts and just do the workouts and do some tutorials on boxing exercises and how-tos. It really depends on what you want it to be quite honest. And if it's going to be about, again, with your thing with boxing, I think it'll be more limiting in terms of monetizing, unless it becomes a really big vlog channel or something like that. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Yeah, no problem. And again, I hope that helps you a little bit. And it's like, actually, me personally, I find it interesting. That's okay. It kind of just seeing, like, you know, the boxing scene on the other side of the world for me, because I'm in Canada. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if I'd subscribe to it, but I'd probably watch a couple of your videos. But if it's workouts, the workouts really didn't jump off screen for me. Like I had to go kind of look for them on there. So that's, if somebody's looking at boxing workouts, they're probably not going to see a lot of boxing workouts in there. But yeah, hopefully that helps a little bit. And don't ever hesitate to comment, ask questions. As I said, you guys, if you want to jump in the Facebook group, you know, people ask questions and share stuff all the time there. And I actually see a few new people joining right now. I'll let you all in. Confirm. There you go. All right. Have I missed any questions in the last few minutes? I better go back and check. Hey, Elaine. Glad you made it today. How's your channel doing, Elaine? Excuse me. The more I talk, the more I cough, and it's been going on for about 2 months now. Sounds good, Elaine. Appreciate you checking in. I appreciate you watching it. And yeah, guys, if anybody's new out there, if you haven't already, please hit the like button on this video. It does help. Oh, you're on vacation last week. Lucky you. It must have been March break down there. I see a lot of people in my social feeds that were on vacations. Trying to get back to filming. I noticed that there was nothing coming up for the last few days. Settle. Hey. But yeah, so if there's no more questions, guys, we'll start to wind it down a little bit. As I said, any of you guys that are looking for more in detail checkups on your channels, if you check out buymeacoffee.com/trainerhub, it costs nothing to follow it. And I basically post things there all the time, and it's it's kind of a variety show of products and services, from email templates if you're looking for sponsorships, how to reach out, what to say, even if you have very few subscribers. And some of you guys should be. Some of you guys have low subscribers because you're just starting out, but your content's really good. And there's opportunities there to get your content shown to larger bodies of people through free sponsorships, where you can connect with companies, start building a rapport with these companies, and share your content with them. And the residual value to you is more people see your content and hopefully come around and subscribe to you. And then build that into something monetizable. I have sponsors that started out as free sponsors that are now paid sponsors. There's also interval timers in there, both with and without audio cues built in that you can just slap on the top of your workouts. There are one-on-one consultations. There are YouTube makeover packages. You know, there's a lot of different stuff in there that you guys are welcome to check out, and I'm adding stuff all the time. And then for the members that we have, they get access to exclusive videos. I'm going to be doing more stuff on deep diving for video editing and more long form stuff, and they also get monthly Zoom calls where we go over their channels. I can tell them what's working, what's not working, and what we need to tweak, so you're constantly improving, evolving, and growing, and not hitting those walls. And this is a great time of year to be focusing on this stuff because YouTube is still very busy. We've got a few months left, and then it'll probably die out a little bit for the summer. So get your traffic up now so you can maintain over the summer and then be ready for a busy fall. Hey, Samyukta. Glad you made it. You always pop in at the tail end. Elaine, you're working on a stretch video. That's very cool. But, excuse me, guys. So yeah, I think we're starting to wind it down, which is funny because now I've got more viewers than I had 10 minutes ago as we're winding things down. But if any of you guys are just jumping in, we talked about quite a bit of stuff today. Every Wednesday, 10 a.m., we jump into these live streams. We tend to deep dive on certain subjects, take questions. We'll do some channel reviews, little things like that. But if you haven't already, be sure to request to join the Facebook group. It's a private group, but the community talks amongst itself there, and we discuss things in there and share ideas and over the course of the week. And then we've got these, and then we've got other videos coming up. So yeah, lots happening. Excuse me. And as always, thank you guys for your support of these videos and the channel itself. So yeah, any other questions, guys, before we call her a day? You guys can let me know, because I can talk all day. I may cough a bit, but I can talk all day. And also, guys, don't hesitate to DM me or email me if you ever have questions. I'll add my email in there. I'm always happy to help where I can. And y'all. Excuse me. And I'll be putting some information up in the Facebook group probably today of some other live presentations and stuff I'll be doing coming up. And hopefully I'll try and film them for the channel. All right. Well, on that note, we're closing in on 90 minutes, which is our typical cut time. So hopefully you guys got something out of this today. I will see you guys next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Again, if you want to connect off of here, there's the Facebook group, which I've added that link, I think. Add it again. Facebook group link is right there. At Regan Rogerson is right up here. buymeacoffee.com for little product services, interval timers, all that kind of stuff. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. It helps a lot. And I will talk to you guys next week. Live and Love Fit. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate you checking in. And enjoy the week, guys. And I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.